Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Scribbles Reactions. I'm Vera.
I'm Blackie.
And today we are watching ReZero.
Today we are watching...
We are watching more misery and heartbreak and loops. Yeah, because guys, the previous episode, I mean, it was a lot happened actually there. And
it was so
yeah,
tough. Also good. Yeah.
it was good, yeah, but so tough, yeah, to watch. And at least at the end, we had something good, positive with Subaru being able to say that he's returning by death to Kidna.
Yeah, now let's see what we can find out. Maybe he can ask her something.
Yeah, maybe.
Why does that happen to him or something? Who knows? Yeah. Lucio.
Yeah. I mean, he needs answers. We need answers.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah. But before we start, guys, consider joining our Patreon if you're interested in early access, because there you can find episodes of a month before they come to our YouTube, and the link to our Patreon is in the description below.
Let's go.
Let's go.
嫉妬の魔女。分かっていたはずだ。その力が魔女のものに違いないと、とっくの昔に。
なんで俺にご執心なのかは全然わからねえけど。
あれの精神性を理解することなんて誰にもできないさ。できたとしても僕は願い下げだ。
Speak. Tell us everything you know.
Yeah.
死に戻りには回数制限があると思う。
Actually, it's a very good question.
なるほど。当然行き着くべき疑問だね。あくまで推測に過ぎないと前置くけれど、おそらくない。
Limitless. There is. So you can die all you want. Yeah, true.
これは何のための力だと思う？
君を死なせないための力だ。運命をやり直し、君に過ちを許さない力だよ。
そんなはずねえよ。だって俺はレムを取り戻せなかった。運命をやり直させるならなんで取り返しのつかない場所に。
あれはその少女のことを運命に考慮していない。
Yeah.
望むのは君が死という運命の袋小路にとらわれないことだ。君以外の誰かは思惑にない。この先君は無限の挑戦によって運命を打開する。だけど仮に君が多くの犠牲を許容して運命を変えることがあれば、
その犠牲になったものを取り戻すチャンスは巡ってこない。
そういうことになるね。
But wait a minute, like, so far, there was always a checkpoint when he did something right, meaning saved someone. Like, for example, if
That's
Amelia...
maybe only bonus.
You
But
think?
if
So
he's
what
doing
else?
a benefit for Witch and he was able, by doing that, to save everybody, that's only bonus for him. But if he didn't save nobody and he did only what Witch of Enemy wanted, that would be it for those persons. Like, let's say for Ram now. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because so far, like, whenever Amelia was in danger, the checkpoint always happened with her saved, fine, alive.
More or less, with a tree.
Tree?
With a tree, she wasn't there.
I mean, yeah, sure,
And
but...
with whale, you know.
Sure, but she was in those loops also, in those scenarios. She was dying in the background, and yet the only scenario that allowed Subaru to continue was with her alive. So I don't know, like, is it always just a requirement for him to be fine? And if someone else is also fine, then that's, like, as you said, bonus? Or there's something more to this?
いいぜ。お前が俺だけをひいきにするってんなら腹はもう決まった。お前が俺にくれた死に戻りって恩恵使い倒してやるよ。ああ、決まった。俺は他人の思惑を裏切らせたら天下一品なんだぜ。
随分と簡単に立ち直るもんね。
簡単じゃねえよ。
If
これま
only
で
you
通
knew.
りだったら折れた心を必死にテープで止めてたかもしれねえ。わからないことだらけだ。中でもとびきりなのが一番最後。俺を食い殺したやつだ。手のひらサイズのウサギだった。
ああ、大ウサギのことだね。
Great
Great
rabbit.
rabbit.
大きいではなく 王位だよ。三大魔獣のうちの一体さ。
Oh.
大魔獣。
白芸に黒蛇、それから大ウサギ。400年前に暴食の魔女であるダフネによって産み落とされた。今もなおこの世に災いとして残る負の遺産さ。
勘弁してくれよ。
I mean, yes, Witcher Gluttony, I mean, basically, so it was like whale, also like eating, these rabbits are eating.
Yeah.
It's like gluttony. So probably also the
Oh
serpent
my god,
one.
we don't need to meet a serpent. No, it's
Wait,
going to
wait,
go pretty
didn't we-
gruesome.
What was in the Frozen Bond, that black stuff and everything? Wasn't that maybe?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but we still don't know, like, that place with the rabbits, what that why it happened, like why
Yeah,
he
there,
transported
that
it all of a
place, yeah,
sudden,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
all snowy and everything.
Maybe now they will tell us.
単体が無限に分裂して増える特性があるんだ。
無限ってアメーバかよ。
仮に滅ぼすのであれば、すべての大ウサギをひとまとめに葬るしかない。それは降りしきる雨粒を残らず蒸発させる行い
I
に
mean,
等
can
し
you
い。
destroy it before it
逃げる
multiplies?
しか。いや、ダメだ。結界がある。結界がある限りエミリアたちは外に出られない。
ここは死と無縁の世界だけど、精神体に死を思わせるほどの傷が入れば、肉体に戻っても心はひび割れたままだ。
つまり廃人になるってことか。外よりよっぽどリスクでけえじゃねえか。
やめておくかい？
大ウサギの生みの親だろ。倒すヒントはそいつに聞くのが一番手っ取り早い。
You should be willing to share. But why would she be willing to share?
か。ただし、これだけは言わせてほしい。ダフネの拘束を絶対に解いてはいけない。
拘束？
それから彼女に触れるのも禁止だ。できれば目を合わせるのも避けた方がいいよ。
It's a
それ
mineral.
全部守ると俺死ぬほど感じ悪いやつなんだけど。
健闘を祈る。
やっと会
は？
Of course, it's some
え
cute
たな。はーって何
little
ですかはーって。それな、失礼って
type
や
of
つ
kid.
だぞ。
Oh my god.
あそうだな。バルな。
バル？
バルは
No, don't look at her.
それずっと気になっててさ。
What are her restraints?
No, no, no.
逃げればいいのか？
No, don't touch her.
いやそれより
No.
聞きたいことがあるんだ。
Don't look her in the eyes.
わかったわかった。
Come on,
罪は
dude.
ただ痛みによってのみあがなわれる。よかったな。
What? Who is the... That was his hand?
痛くないだろ。大声出して暴れるとドナに嫌われるぞ。
お前返せ。
トガはくさびとなって決して逃さず。
What the heck? Oh my
悪
god.
人じゃないのに自分をトガ人だと思ってるのか。バルは優しいんだな。かわいそうにな。基本の目的はおしまいな。あとは
人の世の不条理を殴り、醜かろうが美しかろうが浮世にいるならことごとく無事に帰れないと。
The heck is going on?
Love attack.
私の怒りが世界を浄化する。私の憤怒が拳の怒りが私の答えだ。
Calm down, girl. Oh my god. Who is this now? Is that...
Lust?
私は憤怒の魔女
Wrath.
Wrath?
Oh.
No. Oh.
名乗ってんじゃねえか。
いい？これに懲りたらうかつな真似はしない
Bunch of interesting characters.
次は未来足にするわよ。
Like, she's too erratic.
言うなよ。
And she was already gone.
Bye.
Yeah, what's going on? Why all they changed?
話が違うんじゃねえ。
What the?
Oh my god.
何が聞きたいんですか？スバルン。はあ、これダフネの体に毒かも。
What the heck?
Hell, that
体
thing.
がうずくんです。スバルンってすごくダ
Oh
フネの好
my
きな
god.
匂いなので。
What is this? That is why she's restrained, so she wouldn't attack him? Oh,
Get away.
okay, so
At
that
least he
is...
doesn't have
that
to
is-
look in her eyes because they're
Yeah.
お前
Okay.
が作った三大魔獣の話だ。あいつらがどれだけ。何のためにだ。お前はあんな化け物を何のために作ったんだよ。
白芸大きいですよね。あの子
She already
食べれば
forgot.
たくさんの人が満足しませんか？
People
大ウ
eating.
サギなんて
Oh.
いくらでも増えるんですよ。
So created them for the people to have food.
I mean, it would make sense, like what Echidna told us about the witches before, like how
Yeah, you said that
they...
they all were like
for good
with good
reasons.
intentions.
Yeah, yeah,
but then
good
I was
intentions.
thinking before this, I was like, okay, that's not a good intention. Those guys are so evil, eating
But
people and everything.
actually-
誰もお腹が減ったりせずに
Had
済
to
み
go
ます
hungry.
し。
その大ウサギに大勢が食われるって言ってんだ。
Yeah, it's all the way around,
食
girl.
われる人の
相手を食べようとするのに自分が食べられる可能性を考えないのってちょっと勝手すぎませんか？
Actually, she makes
スバルもですけど
Sure.
みんな暴食を安く考えてないですか？ 食
Just
欲
don't
っ
touch her.
て生きていく中で一番大事な欲求なんですよ。
Oh
心
my
が満たさ
god.
れても食べられなかったら
Well, true, you have to eat.
死んじゃ
Exactly.
うんですよ。
お前の言ってることは一部は正しい。
そろそろダフネはいい
I
で
have
す
to sleep
か？
now.
Interesting.
生み出した経緯はともかく参考になったよ。ありがとな。それと大ウサギは俺が滅ぼす。白芸ももう殺した後だ。文句つけんなよお母様。400年奴らは暴れ回った。もう十分だよ。
たかだか人間が
No!
Oh, you angered her.
やれるものならやってみたらいいですよ。
Okay.
Okay, he didn't look in her eyes and
Yeah, he didn't
touch
do
her.
anything.
Okay.
Okay, he's safe.
あの子か。
ああ、傲慢の魔女だ。
So she
This
was a
was
bride.
pride.
子供で
Okay.
ね、君に会いたい一心で飛び出してしまった。そして君を助けたのが憤怒の魔女ミネルヴァだ。それでダフネの話は君にとって収穫になったのかな？
そうだな。ひとまず魔女の中でお前がすごいまともだって収穫があった。あ、なんだ。
どうやら目覚めの時間が近いみたいだね。外から覚醒を促されたかな？
Speed your awakening.
それってエミリアか。いや待てよ、そもそもお前試練の試験官気取りじゃなかったか？なんでここにいるんだよ。エミリアも試練に挑んでるはずだろ。
すでに結果の見えていることだからね。
エキドナ、またここに来るにはどうしたらいい？勝手なのは分かってるけど、この先またお前の知恵を借りたい。
Interesting.
お
Hmm.
前は物知りだし、それに
君の死に戻りを知っているからね。
ああ、そうだ。
茶会へ招く条件は徐々に厳しくなる。
Really?
Each
君はすで
time.
に2度茶会へ
Oh.
招かれた。
Hmm.
知りたいと心からの欲求を叫ぶことで僕に声が届く。3度目は2度目よりもさらに大きくだ。できると思うかい？
So he has to have a real desire to.
君が目論見通りに試練に臨むとすればその限りじゃないけどね。
そうか、試練の中でも会えるもんな。さすがにあっちじゃ茶は囲めないだろうけど。
やっぱりこれかな。
Seriously.
ただのハンカチだぞ。それにこれは。
心配しなくてもここは精神世界だ。外に戻った時に消えてなくなるわけじゃない。
Then why would you take
だっ
it?
たら何の
What's
対
the
価になるん
meaning?
だ？
これを送った相手は君を心から案じていたんだよ。
Yeah.
その思いはバカにできない。対価はその存在を確かめたこととちょっとした干渉かな。
Define what you mean by meddling.
夏木スバル、もし君が3度目の茶会に来ることがあれば、その時今度は僕の方から君に
Oh
話
no,
した
don't be so
ことがある。
critic.
Ah, come. I mean, yeah, we didn't have
I mean,
times to
yeah.
find anything else.
Yeah. We already learned a lot.
これ毎回やるのかよ。
the hell?
影
What now?
The heck is
エミリ
that?
アエミリアどうだ
Oh my god, this looks so freaky!
Sure.
リュウズさんホットでもいい
No. Watch out.
Restart!
Wait, is that Visionary?
What the hell?
Oh, is she there?
愛してる愛してる愛
That
してる
looks like Emilia.
愛してる愛してる
Jesus, you're so freaky.
愛してる愛してる愛してる愛してる愛してる愛してる
What the?
Okay, love you too. She wants me to hear only I love you.
This ritual of envy, right?
Yeah, no. But how she's able to be there just like that?
I have no idea. And why now? And why did she say that?
文句でもあんのかよなんなんだよどうしてこんな時に
Because you
ど
saw,
うして
Echidna?
ここに嫌がんだよ
or he is aware of them.
この魔女考えろ考えろ考えろ
Jealousy.
He is aware of which of
あれを倒して
Greed, yeah.
yeah.
追ってきやがらねえだとよし
She's going for the mansion.
屋敷だ
that waste.
ロスワールの屋敷に行こうとしてやがるんだとこれ以上やらせてたまるかよ
No, no, seriously.
I mean, best so fast, damn it.
Yeah.
やれやれどうも運がない
Can you explain what's going on?
試練の成否もわからないとは君が地獄を歩むのならば私は喜んで堂々しよ
Wait, he has some book also.
う君が地獄を生きるのなら私はその地獄をこそ望もう
Dude.
間違えないようにね夏木スバル
Mistake next time. He knows something.
Wait.
But he also has some like a gospel, or he have the same book because didn't he say there are two those books, prophecy books or whatever that Beatrice have? Because this is a big one also.
I have no idea what that means now with Roswaal and what she said. Like,
he also basically looks the same holding that book as Beatrice also, like with a smile, like
but this is like,
hugging the book.
why does he sound like he's a devoted follower of Subaru? Like, if you want to live in hell, I shall also likely be in hell. If you want to walk up.
There is something in that because we saw also in that OVA, first OVA, winter, what was, I forgot the name now.
No.
Not Frozen Bond, the second.
The Snow Festival.
Frozen, let's say Snow Festival.
Okay.
OVA. When Emilia was looking at that sculpture
Okay,
that
yeah.
Ram and
you
Rama made,
mentioned, yeah.
mixed Subaru and Roswaal. So what is that about? Are they one and the same or something?
I'm not sure, like, because here, like, the way he was talking, I expected him to say Witch of Envy or something, because...
But he is Subaru.
But he said Subaru and try not to make any mistakes next time.
Yes, so he knows something. Yeah.
Dang.
And then there is also that last episode, the episode before that, when Subaru was talking with Roswaal about, and Roswaal said partner in crime, you know.
I mean, but like, why did she appear now? Does it have anything to do with the kid and the tea party? And
How can she even appear? Is it like a spirit? Or is she possessing now Emilia's body?
actually, maybe she's
Possessing Emilia's body?
her. Yeah.
Because
Emilia's
she wasn't.
missing.
Wait, because like there was like what also Subaru said. She wasn't there to make a trial or to be in a trial while Emilia is unconscious. Maybe which
He
one?
wasn't there, you mean? Who
No,
wasn't?
Echidna wasn't there. Because that Subaru said to
okay,
Echidna.
so you think that
So maybe
she was
Witch of
able
Envy
to...
invaded Echidna's domain, let's say.
But wouldn't that be something that Echidna could have seen happening and be ready for it?
I don't know.
Because
I mean, it depends how strong is Echidna
I
to
don't know,
resist.
but why now,
Which
really?
event?
Is it maybe because, as you said, now that Echidna's gone from her domain and then Vitrovan is used in that situation too?
Yeah, maybe.
But why would then Echidna do something so dangerous? I mean, that
She doesn't
if
care.
like she didn't know about Vitrovan, I mean, how could she not care? She wants Vitrovan stopped. She doesn't want her to get more
It
powerful.
didn't look like that she cares about that.
I mean, she cares.
She doesn't care about Emilia, so.
Not about Emilia, but she cares for her not to become stronger. If that means like saving Emilia from that,
I don't know.
you know. I
I'm
mean,
not sure. I'm only looking what Emilia. Let's say if that potentially is Emilia and it is possessed by Vitronemi and she's saying I love you, maybe that is true Emilia and her feelings for Subaru maybe, but she's like
whose feelings?
Emilia's feelings towards Subaru and saying I love you. Maybe, no? But she's like in a trance and she cannot control herself. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's say that's a fact that Vitrovemi wants Subaru alive. Why? Why does she care so much about Subaru staying alive? Why she chose Subaru in the first place? And now we have like this, like I love you. Okay, let's say that that's not because of Emilia, but that's like her own feelings. But why?
She's envious of love and she wants to feel love, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense why she appeared now because he was with Echidna and other witches, maybe. But then again, like so much is happening in this run. Like from the start, first we had like issues with Elsa, and then with Garfield,
There is a lot.
and then with the rabbits and the Grey Rabbit, and now with Witchervan.
With Garfield is just because of misunderstanding. He can say about his return by death. Because he's a partial magical beast, he sensed that.
And he doesn't trust.
But
him.
now here it will be maybe better. Garfield is not fixated on Subaru because Witchervan is basically out. Let's say. I think maybe Emilia is possessed here or something now.
Yeah, I
Because
think
she's
that
like a
was
potential vessel.
Emilia, yeah.
So you only need somehow to. But as you said, Witchervan only is trying to maybe get or possess completely Emilia, or to get out by other means. But yeah, when we talked about how she's the one who devoured or destroyed other witches, maybe she was envious of them creating the world. And that is why she wants to maybe destroy the world.
Yeah, maybe.
And also maybe she's envious of people loving each other, and maybe she also wants to feel how that, or she wants to destroy love, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm also curious whether like Emilia is like the only one, or like only people who are considered appropriate vessels for her, whether those are the only people she can possess. Or is it like, for example, like I'm wondering why Betelgeuse could possess Subaru. Like for him, could he like possess anyone he wanted? And if that's the case, can also Witch of Envy do that? Like possess anyone she wanted, and this time she chose Emilia, or she can just possess those who were deemed like vessels?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's strange. And yeah, that she appeared now and she's on her way there. So.
Yeah, we still didn't even get to see those Archbishop Greed or Gluttony. So yeah.
Yeah, they just showed up like that one scene. So yeah, they're going to come back and cause trouble. But
yeah, I mean they have to
when?
destroy maybe that Gluttony, so Rem would be able to get back.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, now we have to, at least we now know that they don't have anything to do. I mean, they have to do something with them. They're archbishops, maybe worshipping other witches. Then why are they evil? Like, they don't know that they were maybe doing only good. Like Witch of Gluttony, she created that whale, snake, and rabbit.
Yeah.
To help them have food in the world.
I mean, Echidna herself, that's so much strange. That whole conversation, that time with Subaru. Echidna said all that about the witches and the good stuff they did. And at the same time, in the same conversation, she said, we are evil, you know. So why would you label yourself and other witches as evil if like you're doing something good? And also like now
Let's say they're selfish for not thinking
Yeah,
of
because
repercussions,
they are acting on their own desires.
what they are creating, right?
True,
Because they don't know, like
true.
they were like, oh, I want to create
and
a
they are
world,
going
but they
to
don't know what will
create
in the
it,
world
yeah,
happen,
yeah,
you know,
without
a
thinking
lot of
about
misery maybe to
consequences.
people and everything. And then like hunger, and then maybe gluttony was like, okay, let's fix hunger. I will give them rabbits.
But
and,
it makes me think back to Paddlecuse and how he acted and always saying like love, and it felt like it was something really important for him, you know, like that love and devotion and loyalty, and we saw how loyal he was to the witch. So it's like those are all good qualities, you know. So and yet they are all deranged individuals. So
yeah, but he was like devoted to Witch of Envy, not to Witch of the Slot.
Yeah, because he was the Archbishop of Slot. But was he really to Witch of Envy? Because
we saw
he kept saying witch, and did he ever say Witch of Envy, or we just assumed that was Witch of Envy?
I think at the end when he was burning and everything with Subaru, I think he said Witch of Envy or something.
Or maybe all
just said
archbishops,
Natsuki,
because like
I'm not sure.
she's the one who devoured our witches, destroyed them, and they all worship her as
I'm
the
not
only
sure.
remaining one.
Because he was there when Subaru possessed, and he said, I can return by death. And then he entered instead of Subaru into that domain, and he met Witch of Envy. And he was so like fixated on her, you know?
Yeah, like a fanboy, like a big, huge
Yeah.
fan.
So, I don't know, or he's mixing that, maybe that's Witch of Slot, but who knows? I don't know.
Maybe actually, how do they know how witches look like, you know?
Yeah. Only Subaru knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to Roswaal and that book he had, like what's the deal?
That book look like the same as Beatrice, because he said when they were talking Natsuki, Subaru and Roswaal about the books, and if when Subaru asked Roswaal, is she a witch of cultist? Beatrice. And because he had that gospel or book, and he said that gospel is like a book of not prophecies, but telling what will happen, or how you should react to, or how you should do what is written in the book for Beatrice.
I mean,
because
did he say
it's
there were
bigger.
like 2 books?
Exactly. And then he said 2 books. So I think that's the second one.
That's the second book. Yeah.
So him and Beatrice have each one.
So he's
maybe also doing everything according to this book.
Okay, and the book tells him that Subaru has to leave. So that's why now understand this scene better a bit, I think. Because, the book says that Subaru is important. He has to leave. So, of course, as he is a follower of this book and doing what the book says, he would follow Subaru to make sure that and here, like, try not to make any more mistakes, because he knows that the book says something different should happen, and yet
or restarting,
yet since it didn't happen here, then Roswaal knows that this is like
potentially,
a wrong decision,
let's say he knows that he's restarting or something.
I mean, he gathered as much when Subaru was like saying like those. He could read between the lines there, definitely, and at least suspect what's going on. So
we will see. There is a lot. A bit is unraveling, but there is still much more. At least we know now what that rabbit is. Also, we were asking like, what the heck is that creature?
Why that cute things you had to?
Yeah, but it's how it makes sense. Okay, I will give you food, but you have to fight for it. I mean, basically makes sense, right?
I will give you food, but you have to fight for it.
What Witch of Gluttony said, like, why should you get this bunny so easily? You have to fight for it,
I mean, I didn't understand it that way, but it's just like if you're ready to
eat, you should be.
No, if you're ready to kill for food, understand that also like the source is also can kill you back. It's just like
it has to be some major
which makes
obstacle at least if you are.
Sense.
It won't be easy for you, and then not going to be anything easy to you.
It would make sense, like if you want to eat something, then why wouldn't you expect that also to eat you back?
So,
I mean, but we'll see, because there's something that she said about a bunny multiplying, and I'm like, okay, maybe why we saw just one bunny first. Was that like before multiplication, or it was already multiplied and there were other bunnies
I
waiting
think
out
maybe
there?
there were other, but he didn't see them. Maybe it was just maybe a lot that how
So
represented.
maybe they can find it when it's just one, you know? I don't know.
I mean, if it's one, then nothing. I mean, it's not like it's one and then it's multiplying. I think there are already a lot of them in the world.
I mean,
Or in
if
this
it
place?
already multiplied and doesn't want to get back to like, you know, it
I
wants to
don't know.
stay
I
that
don't know
way,
how that
then
works.
yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense why they're like maybe then they look themselves as evil. Yeah, and not good witches. Like they're also selfish what they're doing. So yeah. So yeah, okay, it was really nice.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of information.
Okay,
Yeah.
now Witcher Envy, let's see what's going to happen.
Let's see what Garfield can do. Yeah.
And Garfield, yeah, let's in the next episode. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. And
We'll see you next time.
time.
Bye.
Bye.